Hey, Mike Marlequin here. Just going to recap what I did today. It's Thursday, the 21st, January. I was recording when I was trading live this morning, but somehow, right when I hit stop, it froze or crashed, or I don't know where it went. It disappeared into thin air. So I'll just recap what I did briefly. Show you the cues today. The cues we did gap up and it was actually looking rather bullish. Started with a gap up. I figured it would be an inside day today. You can't tell that from looking at the chart now, but we did gap up. We hit a little resistance from yesterday and began to sell off to my surprise. I really expected either bullish or an inside day today, but you can see we gapped up, whipped around, and just sold off. Sold and sold and sold and bled and bled and bled. What I did was Berkshire Hathaway. You can see Berkshire, it did a 50 to 1 split, so it's not $3,500 anymore. And basically that just brings in a whole new arena of buyers. You know, maybe it can be indexed, whatnot. I doubt Warren would have ever done this when he was running the place, but nonetheless, there we go. There's no fundamental change in the company, just more ability for more people to buy. You can see it's had a big move. This was actually still when it was 35, 32, 30 something $100. Then it moved to today was the first day that it actually split. So it was people were anticipating it being bought up by more people. So it's being run up before it even split. So I got in at 71.50 or so, but I had a really little small position, a few hundred shares. I added in the 80s, 90s, and at the break of 72. And I was really going. My plan in this one was really to just hold it for a trend. I was going to hold it all day, maybe even for a couple days. Rarely do that, if ever, but since it's Berkshire, I figured I would hold on for a little bit of a trend, maybe into the 74s. I was really hoping for the 74s. We got it in 73 and change. It was up about $1,500. The market started tanking. Since my plan was to hold it, I held. Sat through a little bit of pain here as it dropped all the way down. I added a little bit down here. Ended up with 1,300 shares. Got a little excited here. Thought some momentum was coming back, but nope. Steam looked to be gone. I added some more here, and I finally said, you know what? Steam is gone. Let's not hold on forever. I sold. I didn't get the top there. I'll show you where I sold. I sold this little area here from this prior resistance here that I'd done about an hour earlier. Sold in the, oh, you can see right here, got some 20s and some low 30s. It was, you know, we had some little red bars, red bar. You can see there's a 5-minute tailed bar, whatever, hanging man, falling star, whatever you call that thing. I missed some profit, yeah, but at this point I lost so much profit that I want to protect the profit that I had. The last thing you want to see is this my profit go away. There was a ho hum day. I really didn't have much else. All I did was RIMM, so I wanted to protect at least that little bit of profit since I had it. Looked like a good area to sell, and it was. The only way I would have held on more had I sold some earlier or here and re-entered down here. In the 71, 70s, and 80s, where my average price was anyway. But the only way I would have done that if I'd already booked some profits. This was my second trade, because I don't want to give up anything else. It's lost its steam. The trend that I was looking for is not there. Yeah, that's that, and take whatever money you got. That's what I did. Unfortunately, holding for the trend didn't work out, which it really does for me. I do it once in a while. I figured if I'm going to do it with a trade, I'm going to do it with Berkshire. Seems like a safe bet for holding for a trend. Not even that worked. So lesson learned. Well, you know, what are we learning lately? Scalp, 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 scalp. So I also did RIMM. RIMM was holding strong compared to the market. You know, this is when the market cracked down. You know, it only got to its lows. It didn't take out the lows like the market and everything else. A lot stronger than its counterpart Apple. So I got in here at the 64.40s. It was really holding here. So I did get in with pretty much what I wanted. I didn't want a big, I didn't want too big of a size, but I got in with a few hundred shares. It did end up dropping down. I added a few in here somewhere. This was a fast tail. And I was going for over 65, hoping for 65, 65 and a quarter, excuse me, or new highs depending on what the market did. But we got nothing with the market. Just bleed, 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 sideways, bleed, bleed, bleed. So I didn't sell any. I may have sold 100 or something here. I'm not quite sure. But I sat through all this and sold. Where's the screen? Sold here some 80s, some 70s, and in the other account, I sold even sooner, some 60s. I think even some 58, 59. And it was good to replay here, but I didn't do it since I was still in the Berkshire. It was looking good down here as the market seemed to be, at that possibly bottoming out, which ended up it did. Um, it looked like a decent trade here in the 64.25. It was, but I didn't take it. Oh well. And I'll show you what I did. My results for the day. I got a few Happy Meals over here. That's cool in this account. All I did was RIMM. That was it. One or two entries on RIMM. And over here, I got my RIMM and Berkshire. Barely made anything on RIMM. And Berkshire, I let like 900 bucks slip through. So, oh well. That's the way it goes. Um, but I traded it how I wanted to trade it. That was my plan. I did it according to what I was going to. So only 4,000 shares, not much. I made more than a Happy Meal. I got 700 bucks. That's was that super duper value menu or whatever? It's like 1,200 calorie meal right there. So that's cool. And that's how Daddy does it. Unfortunately, Daddy didn't do too good today. So we'll do it again tomorrow, and I'll see you soon.